Healthy Living. My name's Jisele. The dish we're going to be working on today is cauliflower is your base, and it's cauliflower red bell pepper is the salad. So we're going to start with cauliflower. And what I've done with that is I took some hot water and poured it over the cauliflower. That's just one head of cauliflower. Let it soak for about 30 minutes. What this does is it makes it not so hard, but yet it doesn't take away any of the nutritional value because I'm not cooking it. So I just take hot water and then pour it over the cauliflower after I've chopped it up into little florettes and let it soak for about 30 minutes and drain it. Okay, and then here I have about 3 sun-dried tomatoes chopped up. We'll add that for a nice flavor and a nice color. 1 whole red bell pepper. So we'll just chop that up for more color and flavor. So when you're putting your salads together, you want to find different vegetables that add a lot of color to it. So anything that is pleasing to the eye, it then becomes a lot more pleasing to the palate. Okay, so I'll chop that up a little bit more so it's not so big. And add that to that. It's bringing more color into it. Okay, let's go ahead and chop this other half up. Now you can also use yellow or orange bell peppers in this as well. You can use green bell pepper in this, but the flavor is not as good. Green bell peppers actually aren't ripe. So that's why I usually don't use them in my recipes. If you wanted to do a variety of color though, like a red and a green, then you could do that. You can just experiment with the different colored bell peppers. Okay, we'll add that. So I've got 1 whole red bell pepper, 1 head of cauliflower that's been soaked in hot water for 30 minutes, and 3 sun-dried tomatoes. Okay, and I have some mushrooms here. These are the regular mushrooms. You can also use the criminies in this, crimini mushrooms. We'll be adding a marinade to this, so it's like a light dressing that will coat all the vegetables and just bring all the flavors together. Okay, there we go. I'll chop these up there, put those in there. Alright, so mushrooms, red bell pepper, cauliflower, and sun-dried tomato. This is half of a zucchini, about a medium-sized zucchini. got the red, white, and we'll add some green. And there again, you can always chop this up finer. Looks like we've got a few escapees here. All right. Okay, so there we have all the vegetables. I'm going to stir that together. Get a nice blend of colors here. Now you can add fresh tomatoes to this as well. I'm leaving that out today. The sun-dried tomatoes add a little bit more of a tartness. They're a little stronger than your fresh tomatoes. But that would also be a good addition. But for today's recipe, I'm just using the sun-dried tomatoes. Okay. All right, so now for the marinade. I'm going to take some sea salt here, about 3/4 of a teaspoon. I'm just going to sprinkle some of that on there. This is probably more like a teaspoon. I'm going to hold some back and mix it. You can always add more later if it's not quite enough salt. Of course, once you mix it and you have all the ingredients for the marinade on it, it has a tendency to work its way into the vegetables. So, okay, and then I use virgin olive oil. This is about 2 tablespoons. Okay, mix that in there. It coats the vegetables really well. Okay. Fresh lime. I like to squeeze about a teaspoon of fresh lime on this. And then again, you can add to taste. That's about a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half of fresh lime. Okay. Mix that in there. Oh, that's looking really good. I can see that marinade starting to coat it beautifully. Okay, and see how the colors are coming together nicely. Right? Then I have a large clove of garlic. I love to use garlic. Such wonderful flavor. And it is a natural antibiotic. Okay, when you use a knife like that and you press it, it helps to peel it so much easier. Okay, and I'm just going to cut these. And small pieces, so we're not going to get big chunks of garlic when we take a bite. Okay. And anytime you use the marinade on a salad, I would suggest stirring it in, letting it set for a while, stirring it again, letting it set. Do that a couple of times to really work all those flavors into the vegetables and to well coat them. Okay, let's go a little bit more here. Really get those chopped up fine. Everyone is a flavor here. Nice flavor. Okay, and put that in there. Mix that in there really well. So I used about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. About 3/4 of sea salt, teaspoon of sea salt, and 1.5 teaspoons of fresh lime juice, and 1 clove of garlic. So that's my marinade. Okay. So you can see all those colors. So it really adds to that. There we go. It's all hiding on the bottom there. Okay. All right. Give it a try. See if we've got enough of the marinade ingredients in there. Now it tastes about right. There again, you can always add more as you like to taste. Okay, and there you have it. Broccoli, road, bell pepper salad. Mwah! Thank you.